This is Baldurs Gate 3. You may have heard of it. Let's be honest, this game doesn't really need an introduction, but I'm going to do one anyway. Since fully releasing, this game has gone on to win several accolades, including the most important one, which is of course Game of the Year 2023. Everyone loves this game. Everybody's played this game. But fun fact, I was playing this game before it was cool. Yes, I am that guy. But the funny thing is, once it did get all the hype and attention, I didn't want to play it anymore. I got bored of listening to how great this game was, and it actually pushed me away from playing it. It was like when everyone was saying, oh, you should go watch Game of Thrones, it's really good. But then you watch it and you just think, mid.
Posh twat.
I actually love Game of Thrones, that's actually a really bad example. Let me try again. It's like when you have a song that you really like, and then all of a sudden, it becomes popular on TikTok, so you hear it everywhere, and then you hate it. That's how I felt about Baldurs Gate 3. But anyway, it's been a year now, and I actually really did enjoy my initial playthrough, so I thought it's about time I finally did a follow-up on my early access review. And I can think of no better way to do this than to compare my playthrough with that of the Steam community and their negative opinions. What could possibly go wrong? So with the intro out the way, let's take a look at Baldurs Gate 3 and the state of it in 2024. So first up, some bad news. I lost my original save. I had to start again. It might be because I wiped my hard drive, but who really can put a finger on it, you know?
Will you learn that your actions have consequences?
But it's fine. I guess it could be part of the review process, starting afresh to see what was different from the last time I played, if anything. So I decided to play slightly differently from last time, and I went with a wizard.
I'm a what?
A wizard.
Who was also a gnome, and so I went with the name Gnome Dolph. I'm proud of that one. Oh, and I also invited a friend to play with me so that I can get the true co-op experience, which I might regret later on. I feel like I'm standing weird. What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, I was like, do I clap?
Sorry.
Oh, she cried.
Oh my god. Gay. So to my surprise, one of the main criticisms I saw about this game was just that how every character seems to be horny, over-sexualized, just constantly wanting to
have shared a moment of magic with you.
Why is everyone
Alas,
trying to game you
our
up?
fledgling acquaintanceship has not yet taken flight. Such intimacy will have to wait.
Oh.
Another night, perhaps.
In my current playthrough, I have slept with 0 other characters.
God, you can tell he's a virgin.
But that's not to say they haven't tried to sleep with me.
I didn't become a little bit of a slag. I became a total slag.
Or that I haven't found myself in a situation where I might have been, you know, made to feel sexualized.
Cleanse you. Do not fight it.
No, yell, yeah,
Almost.
yell loudly. No, yell loudly.
For fuck's sake. Oh my god. He really wants this.
His face.
Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going.
I'll tell you one thing that wasn't in early access when I first played, and that was selecting my cock. Yep, that's a feature you could do as well. You can choose your cock. I'll be honest, some people won't see this as a criticism because that's the sort of game they're looking for.
That's it, dear one. Let Leviathan hear you.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon. I mean, have you seen the Skyrim modern section? Personally, I didn't think it was too much, but it's definitely in your face.
Every sting of my
I believe I've just been
scourge.
sodomized.
I am proud to have served you this penance.
Thank you. I enjoyed myself. So one of the best features about this game is the freedom of choice. You have a choice as to how you want to complete a quest. You don't always have to take the obvious route. There's usually multiple ways of doing something, and some might be more beneficial than others.
Looking for a little more excitement, a little more fun.
Wow! Okay.
That's a no to fun then.
Which naturally means certain people will be put off by this gameplay. They don't like the idea of doing something wrong, and they certainly don't like the idea of missing out on a bonus Easter egg or cutscene, or even just another part of the quest.
Actually,
Your choice
oh no.
will be purged.
Wait, go try again.
Next time's the charm.
Oh, it's a magic ball. That's a bomb. Run.
Oh shit.
Personally, I find this to be the best feature about this title. I'm on my third playthrough right now, and it's different from the other two. And it's not just because this time I'm like, ooh, I'm a baddie, or ooh, I'm a goodie, or ooh, I'm a sex demon. It's generally because I'm a different class with different abilities, which means I can actually try and do stuff in a different way. Don't get me wrong, I have peeked Reddit a few times to try and figure out if there was a better way of doing something I've already done, but I didn't feel like it was taking anything away from the game by doing so. If anything, it just made me realise there's a lot more I can try and achieve in this game by thinking outside the box. One of the things that people seem to forget about this game is that it's a classic RPG based on Dungeons and Dragons. And if you don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, there's a lot of rolling of dice because this game is very much about RNG. And it's no different for the combat. There's so much to take into account when trying to hit an enemy in Baldurs Gate 3. Do they have resistance? Are they on higher ground?
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Is the attack you're trying to do something you specialize in? When you play a classic RPG, this is the standard level of combat. It goes hand in hand with the genre. So if you are struggling to fight in this game, it might be something you're doing wrong. Maybe you're just not using your best abilities. Personally, I love this style of combat. It takes me back to the good old days of Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, all the Final Fantasies before they went all weird. So I'm not too sure in what sense they mean that multiplayer is broken. From my own personal experience, so far, it's been running smoothly. I had one crash at the very start, and I think that's because my drivers were out of date. And I wouldn't even put that down to multiplayer, I think that was just my PC crapping its pants. Alright, I've got it at natural now. Oh my god, my game just crashed, and I just caught it on camera. No, I mean, it just crashed. Hell yeah. Although I did see a lot of complaints about people saying the game was too buggy. Not sure if it's related. Personally, this is the only issue I had. Now, that's not a counter argument to everyone else's criticisms. That's just, once again, my own personal experience. The biggest and most truthful criticism I saw about multiplayer is the fact that achievements are not shared. So, as the main character, I was getting all the achievements, whereas my friend was not. I personally think this is pretty crappy because you're working together as a team, so there shouldn't be anything to say that they don't deserve the achievement. And I think as well, I like achievements because it gives you like a timestamp of when you've done something. And if you're sharing a playthrough with a friend, wouldn't it be great to share that achievement? So maybe something they could fix in the future. I haven't explored the mods too heavily on Baldurs Gate 3. The most I've done was have a quick browse of the Nexus mods. Yes, they have the cursed ones on there. That being said though, I have seen some truly unique and interesting mods. This includes 5e spells, which adds a number of unimplemented spells into the game. There's also the party limit be gone, which allows you to have up to 16 members and multiplayer limit to 8 players. And there's also a mod to put the camera in a third person perspective. But the key thing to remember when modding your game is that any new hotfixes or updates could potentially break your mod. This isn't unique to Baldurs Gate 3, this is the case with most games. I mean, just go ask the Skyrim community how many times they've had to not update Skyrim. As much as I understand how displeased they are that there is no official mod support, the fact you're able to mod this game is a bonus in itself, because not every game allows you to do that. I don't quite know what to think about this one. Is having sex with a bear woke? Not sure. Is a game with literal demons from hell woke?
So put on! Huh! The armor of God! Jesus Christ! We love you, God! So we do it for God!
Still not sure. Is inciting a race war and committing genocide on druids a woke thing to do? I'm honestly lost in this one. I don't know how to answer it.
Well, guess what? Fucking pronouns!
So is the 2023 Game of the Year worth playing? I think it's obviously a yes. As I said earlier, I was a fan of this game in early access, so it was very unlikely I wasn't going to like this game when it was fully released. I'm sure a lot of you were big fans of the game anyway before watching this video, so your opinion probably hasn't changed at all either. I do however like the fact that it put the classic RPG genre back on the map. You have to understand, a classic RPG winning Game of the Year is very monumental, especially in this day and age, so I'm happy to see it happen. And on that bombshell, I'm going to end the video there. Let me know in the comments below whether you liked this style of review. I thought I'd try something a bit different. Let me know if you liked it. And as always, feel free to like, subscribe, or even become a member. I'll leave a couple of videos on the screen for you right now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.